character and some nicer trim.
Simon and Leanna Lamming are excited to move into their new home. They just relocated for Simon's new job and feel lucky to even get into a house that they can afford. Coming from Vegas, where they sold their home for $160,000, more than doubling their investment in 2 years, to the town of Ossining, New York, they found there wasn't much to choose from, paying $380,000 to lock in this fixer-upper.
It was competitive. I mean, we were in a bid negotiation. We were in a, what do you call it, like a bidding war. So we sort of had to step straight into that and deal with that. And I mean, that changes your whole perception. It blows some dreams. It makes you really evaluate what something's worth.
Prices in this suburb of New York City are still far from what they were at the peak of the market, but despite the harsh winter weather, buyers have been coming out, and when priced right, properties are going fast. As spring begins and the snow finally melts, higher prices and low inventory are increasingly a reality for buyers, many caught off guard after years of rock-bottom deals.
There are a few houses we saw that, disappeared, that got snapped up off the market, right? Mm-hmm. And then this one was luckily still here when we came here, but...
There weren't many.
Yeah, not too many.
Home values are up 12% from a year ago, according to CoreLogic. That's crimping sales. Existing home sales fell in February to their lowest pace of sales in 19 months, setting up for a precarious spring selling season. It's about affordability, says Trulia chief economist Jed Kolko.
Prices are up about 10% year over year, and mortgage rates are up about a full point, which adds another 10% to the cost of a mortgage on a given home. That means that buying is roughly 20% more expensive for a given house right now than it was a year ago. That's particularly hard for first-time home buyers. It also is a challenge for investors, for whom the math of buying to rent places out doesn't look as good as it did a year ago.
The Lammings were experienced buyers and were able to get financing. First-time buyers, who make up more than a quarter of the market, face more hurdles than ever. Realtor Mark Seiden.
Financing is still tight. The banks are very tight, and they probably should be. I mean, really what happened over the last few years on how many short sales there's been, and there's still quite a few around here.
Building permits are on the rise, recently showing their best monthly gain since April. And home builder sentiment is improving as they get into spring, their best season. Two of the biggest home builders in the U.S., Lennar and KB Home, both recently reported strong profits, and along with other builders see a good spring thanks to a better economy and more confident buyers.